Lanxess Arena, I would love to hear you cry. Are you ready for map 3? They decree it's time for Ancient. NaVi, draw blood from FaZe. Stalwart until the grand finals.
And now we've got a best of 5. You're a little bit worried there. This is going to be a quick 3-0 for FaZe. NaVi, they're going to extend us to at least a 4th, and let's see how they fare here on the newest map to the pool. Top mid smoke, it's out and fast. Rain leading the charge, spamming through. Electronic isn't going to find anything, but Bit, he's up to the plate.
He's got a lot across the line. He's actually letting them go. Element of surprise on the first peak. Twistzz, his objective, taps the head. Still bullets in the pistol. 2 from Bit. It's Rain that matches. And now surging into the site. Limited util. SDY onto ropz. He's spotted the cross and damage inflicted. He's had his bell rung. As Rain gets that bomb down. Again, Simple, armored and equipped to the teeth.
SDY's flash here.
Oh, that could be all the difference.
Oh, another goosh.
Into the head. Still Rain dead. Down and out. Karrigan low. His teammate lower. Still low. ropz. How is he supposed to do this? They will defuse. And he's been caught on the cross. NaVi with their first pistol of this grand final.
2 for Bit, 3 for Perfecto there, and you're right. That is going to be the changing of the tide here, and ever so important on a map like Ancient. And look, not the most CT-sided map throughout this event here at IEM Cologne, but definitely a CT-sided affair, even with the recent adjustments.
And Perfecto, he closed map 2, and he opens map 3.
Well, we're about to get into round 2 and take a look at the buy for FaZe here. The fact that they are able to get out 4 Galils and an AK, they can just wait out the early util for NaVi in a round like this. They actually have the better firepower. Sure, util's not there. Simple didn't buy Kevlar, Alex. Simple has $800 left over. Oh. He didn't have any Kevlar. He could have definitely bought it.
He can still not. Oh, where?
Okay, well, this is interesting in itself. They've got enough util here. This is should be a donut smoke from ropz, a flash and a go. Bit, you're on your own.
Truly, isolated is Bit. He doesn't need assistance on the first. Chipped down and executed. Electronics FAMAS finishes what he started in Simple. Unarmored but unafraid as he plucks ropz from the plant. FaZe. All those rifles and nothing to celebrate. Electronic and Simple get the job done. Dirty and extra cash now in the bank. It didn't cost him a thing.
Well, this is the thing with a play like that from FaZe. You want to play very open once you get out onto A, but there were just so many bodies getting lobbed their way. Bit with the one out the door immediately was great, but look how jarring this is. Simple not respecting the smoke, Electronic not respecting the space, and they'll get this one back. No monitor punch this time from Bit, and no need. A 2-0 start likely to be the 3-0 as the meat cleavers of the Deagles come out for all 5 of FaZe here. Oh, Twistzz getting very hot under the toes there. We'll have to respect.
Yeah, you're going to take some risks in a round like this. That was a risk from Simple and immediate punishment from that Rain Desert Eagle.
Don't get too worried initially, but it's about the space that FaZe can take. Where did NaVi leave open? Perfecto flash forward, preemptive spam. See anything whatsoever. SDY, the next man to be challenged with the UMP. Karrigan and Twistzz about to round this corner.
This is a crucial part of the map. SDY tasked with it. Spots him out and wide swung. Oh, he doesn't get anything done. FaZe taking leaps and bounds towards a threatening 3rd round, albeit just on a couple of Deagles.
Do have time if they want to go all the way back towards A, but it feels like they're sticking to their guns here. Perfecto, next to be challenged. The smoke, it is going to fade momentarily. We'll have to relinquish control of Cave, and that smoke has been scooped up and thrown out now by Twistzz.
Yeah, he gets the reload in time, and actually the backup's there as well. Electronic now staring at a smoke. Karrigan gets the info. But how do you swing on him? Oh, there's so many bodies. Rain does provide another, but there's nothing left of FaZe, just ropz. A Desert Eagle and a Dream closing in on the fade. Maybe the UMP could work well. 10 bullets and run on down. Wow, vicious out of NaVi.
Well handled, really. They gave away 2 kills there for naught. It gets very, very close. Would have loved the plan. It's not going to be a big issue as the buy is coming through for FaZe regardless, but they're keeping this one interesting in the early stages.
And in the center of the stage, untouched. Brought out by Nitro, of course, the last victor in this arena. And NaVi is the last victor of Cologne.
Remind everybody that Simple and Electronic looking for their 3rd Cologne trophy. Be the first to ever do so here.
A lot of firsts ahead of us, with these two teams vying for that top spot.
This is a late mid-control take here. Smoke to top ledge, only towards the cutout. Smoke top mid, and they'll take it after the initial exchange. They've just waited for those initial bits of utility to subside. And you'd think a bit more damage being done through there, but both walking away with almost all their health.
I like this. Look, so Twistzz has thrown a deep smoke. Electronic has to be ahead of it. He has to. Heavy supportive cast for that info clear. They'll look to answer questions of Red House.
Yeah, but that's key. The fact that you're saying they have to be ahead of it, it means the B defense is weaker. Electronic will need to cheat back. The util coming now. They're continuing just to make NaVi squirm here. A smoke and a molly for this hit. That's all they have.
Smoke is great. Electronic options very limited. Into the site now. The whole assault on the way. Electronic! Oh, no one can touch him! He gets all 3, backs are turned, only Carrigan and low, and dug lower by Simple.
Yeah, Simple loved that one there. Electronic walking on water as he pushes through with the flash. Beautiful stuff, a heads-up play. You don't want to play retake on that site.
What did we say? Options limited. He finds a brand new option, goes hunting for Rain, and they assumed with Rain's presence that was not an option. Look at this. The whole team armored to the teeth. Cut down by Electronic. Spotless for NaVi. They haven't actually started a map like this yet.
Yeah, and this is a key, right? The fact that the bomb went down on the pistol, but nothing since for FaZe. It is going to be a bit of an issue here as they limp in with a half by Tech9's Deagles, util, and faster over towards Cave. Going to apply a bit of pressure towards SDY. The US name in the NaVi jersey is going to be tested here. A very key component of this map, and Rain, he loves to work this position. This smoke that you see is one that is actually thrown by FaZe to facilitate a bit of space. The mid jump up, not possible. You'd have to brave it as, again, testing A and Electronic. Well, he was the hero in the last round, looking to be the hero again alongside a bit.
8 frags already from Electronic. The turret, the hand to the king, one and done, but Bit remains and prevails. There's a slight slither. He heard it and finds it. Rain, that is something back. He'll take the space, he'll take the weapon, and now NaVi just a little less certain. Okay, nade solves it all, a nice click, but that is still 5 on the trot. Now, FaZe, you were describing them to me when we were watching Ancient, that they were one of the teams you were most impressed by in T-side Ancient. They were starting to innovate upon the change and looked like one of the front runners to do damage and to tip the scales of what was looking like a CT bias map. So far, empty-handed.
Could be the blessing and the curse for them, though, right? If you're going to be using that in an online event to be really rifling through what our T-side playbook could be, you've shown a lot. And NaVi, they're going to study that demo. So here's the key. How much more do they have in the back pocket here? They've got the double infinity molly that they like to throw out to get this mid control. Might be something they look to do here. Taking care of business on NaVi. Keeping my keen eye on T-Spawn right now just to see what type of approach that FaZe is going to be looking for here. Nothing crazy fast out of spawn. They're going to throw that ledge smoke again to help divide and conquer as they look for B lane control with Carrigan, Brokey, and Rain. Twistzz and ropz to hold down mid at A for now, and SDY. Remember, he's going to be tasked with a lot here.
Interesting T-smoke at the mouth of ramp. CT sometimes deploy it, but Carrigan is burrowed into it.
Very brave here from SDY.
Look at this, yeah.
They just want this B lane control because you can't execute towards that site without it, and it also helps you facilitate the mid control. So very key. They did use a lot of utility to get exactly that. Mid control now. Twistzz waltzes out. ropz not too far behind. Bit, however, completely containing this A pressure, and this smoke, it's going to fade.
Electronic collects. And NaVi, you know what's going to happen now. This is one of those teams, when they get that advantage, a 5 versus 4, converted 80% of the time on Ancient.
You still have the number advantage here on the side, but Vecto flash forward again, nothing home. 50 seconds, util raining forward and not much left for FaZe here. They have to go in towards this site.
The odds are stacked against them now. Someone has to step up. And to break the site, Brokey might be that candidate, especially now. Vecto is going to get swung on, doesn't get the pistol out in time. Still though, SDY remains a nuisance. He'll accept the bomb plant, wait for the 3 components to be within touching distance of this retake.
Bit's actually going back around to group up. Simple has util here. He can smoke off top ramp or cave. They can flash forward and fight. ropz and Brokey are going to have to deal with this.
Okay, Brokey wants to be the first contact, reveals himself. Lets ropz remain unknown. Posted, executed. Brokey's options now non-existent. What's he to do? Holding the bomb, they continue their spree. NaVi running him down.
Oh,
no! Denied by Bit. Simple. You can see he's starting to feel himself. He is celebrating harder than we've seen so far. I think the evidence of overpass continues. And the son of Simple in the crowd there.
Yeah, we're in the presence of greatness. And it's not that man on your screen, it is Simple. They do take care of business here, right? There's a couple of moments where you can see this one getting worrisome, and now he's really starting to heat up and, well, fast out mid. Speaking of heating up, Rain, he's out. The thick of the flames, the double mollies, you see it there. They get the mid control, and look at that!
Runs him down. Bit has no chance. Playtime cancelled.
That does a lot here for Karrigan's mid round. They have mid control. Oh, and never mind. Karrigan going to have to be the puppet master from the grave.
He's conceded a couple of these. A slow start for him into our third. Electronic. This is his turf. He made that clear initially. Can he maintain control, or will he forego it? Quite the angle they've gone for there. Won't find anything immediately.
There's 3 responders available here. Electronic will be the first.
Looking to catch a timing. Strike when the iron is hot. Certainly hot now over the top of the flames. It doesn't touch him. He can get that info on the fight. Flashes in. So a FaZe. Established now. Will they contest? Perfecto tries his luck. A quick spray through the smoke. Distraction set. Electronic slaps 2. And the rest can be finished off nicely. Twistzz was a master of his craft on this very box to secure this very map to get themselves here. Can he do it again? Not today, says Perfecto. And NaVi continue to be undaunted, untouched, unsullied. One great, needs a lot more. Rain. Oh wait, low HP on that defuse. If only he could get back into the line of fire. So you can see how hard NaVi were to bodyguard there.
It's really good stuff here from NaVi. Just the little details, and Electronic has to be posted as the hero right now. 12 for him, and you can see just how poised he is. Like, those flames land at his feet, he doesn't wince, he doesn't worry, and that is even with that Rain opener. It's great that SDY finds one back initially here, but FaZe, they need to stop this streak. 7-0. Continuous rounds here just being piled on, and this could mark the shift in this final. Look, we're going the distance. We definitely have to see 4 maps at play. But up next is going to be NaVi's map choice of Mirage. FaZe picked into this for a reason, and we need to see why. Again, the mollies hit the deck out mid. Twistzz taking the space and straight into a blind. Simple.
And Brokey's next on the chopping block. FaZe. As soon as these rounds begin, they feel against the odds. NaVi playing a perfect CT side right now. Electronic does overstep the mark, but ropz instantaneously catching the flak of the nade, and Simple now well positioned. Rain aware, but he's not ready for both of them. Oh no. Oh, a hard shot, but he still connects. And Karrigan, quiet. This shot, nice try. We go to 8. They've won the half in the first 8 rounds of play. This NaVi, the desk were discussing it. The version we got glimpses of on Overpass is very much still here. And they are making FaZe run out of options.
Or maybe run out of timeouts. 2 timeouts in the first 8 rounds of play. They need to crack this code. A conference with Roban, the coach here, to have a bit of a chit chat on what they can do. Right now, you've got Karrigan on 1 kill. You're talking about him giving up opening deaths. I think he's so far stomached 2 of them as a minimum. You've got 2 kills for Twistzz, 2 kills for ropz. Now, Twistzz was great on Inferno. He found a lot of impact there as well on the second map of play. It was mainly the Rain and Brokey show. But who's going to be the difference maker for FaZe? Who's going to be accountable? We talk about the spread of this team, but the team needs to elevate now. Rain on 8, everybody else very shy of that mark. This is the type of round to get them mentally back in it, the type to fire them up, the type to get Karrigan on his feet.
You need one of these. In a game of this magnitude, with a lead like this, and Electronic is not interested, but he's so blind! So blind! Karrigan has all the time in the world to collect it.
This time not an opening death, an opening kill.
A deviation from the norm. Flame exchange. Karrigan has to respect that. The whole floor laden with flame.
They just wanted this control. Now the execute's flying on over. The U2 coming. Karrigan barreling forward. A second for the in-game leader.
2 from Karrigan. Make it 3. A triple from the Dane to put the first in the FaZe tally. Just when you started questioning who would step up, it's Karrigan.
There's money to go for this here, but it's still pretty early considering the CT side here for NaVi, posturing around, hoping to find something. Perfecto and Simple in combination here. They have Brokey locked. He can't move at either side of the death cube, but he does have backup. He does have bodyguards. That's one for Perfecto.
Gets scary now.
They're smoked off.
Staring at the smoke, and a smoke of their own onto the bomb. We'll get more concerns. ropz might have to activate, because Simple just grew for it. He's just going.
He's sitting it. He's sitting it.
All of that locked on down by Twistzz. There were limited options. The smoke was up. Simple takes a gamble, but it was Twistzz to save him a quick Tech 9 to put a bow on it.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You talk about Karrigan stepping up here. It's massive, right? I was looking to maybe somebody like Twistzz or ropz to get them into a round. No, it's the in-game leader. This is massive. He's just rolling forward with the momentum, and Twistzz here to clean it up. There's a lot of panic in this moment. There's a lot of panic in this moment, and Twistzz, he's going to silence the comms of NaVi here. They'll buy back the cash, already starting to look shattered. If FaZe win it consecutive, this scoreline is going to grow ever closer.
So that was compulsory, and that was magnificent, but you've got to do it again. Does lightning strike twice on this T side in the Lanxess. Bucking the trend, building upon it now. There's the goal. SDY wants answers, facilitated by the flash. Rain, blind, executed. And a quick opener extended. SDY above and beyond.
He won't be bullied here, but maybe it's Bit's turn to do a little bit of that. Up mid towards the red house here with 2. They're boxed in.
They're aware. I say that as he's scratching his nose with his knife out. Maybe not. Certainly a gap they've outlined. Jumping across on his jiggles, a fired shot. Now the reaction.
Twistzz is committed with the bomb here. He doesn't want to cross back. He doesn't want to cross back at all, and they don't have to. Bit traded now. Brokey trying to find a way in. It's Simple's turn.
Yeah, there should be no way in now. NaVi quick to their winning ways. Twistzz on the chopping block. Perfecto provides a nice attempt, but Brokey going to be run on down. Quick AK switch is nice. But there's just too many members of NaVi. They do push the issue, force the fight, and confirm a 9th.
They can win rounds here on the T side. If Karrigan barrels forward and gets them 3 big kills, they're going to have a rough day at the office here on their map choice. And I said SDY won't be bullied. This is great for his confidence. We've already highlighted the key component of the map being cave, B lane. The fact that he's not just falling over, letting them pick him off or push him back. He's happy to fight. He's doing his job.
And most teams put, you know, the safest pair of hands in that spot.
Well, we'll see when we get on the other side. It's actually Rain who holds that position, someone who's great in those forward angles, taking the early fights, and it is very B-centric again, this time with 4. Change up, Brokey up, and Simple sits him down.
That was such a rehearsed start, and Simple just cancels. Oh, run on down, but supported again. NaVi's defense, it's so nimble. Just when you think you have an advantage, there's a second rifle ready for you.
You see them like tethered at the hip. There's always a buddy system. There's always a trade. There's always an understanding. This team is on the same wavelength right now, and they're looking for 10.
And it enables these calculated risks to constantly pay off. FaZe, I'm sure morale now being tested. The desk discussed how much that pistol round on overpass, the 3-hour Perfecto, the great shot out of Simple, it really rocked them. Dejected was the word they used, and I think dejected continues.
They're just going to push out here. Going to come out Temple. Yeah, flash for now, but Electronic can go wide. Well, Rain might do it for them.
He's just going to put his head right in the vise. Timing is everything. Oh, he gets his crosshair in the right place. And with a bomb plant, cash injected, but there should be no hope. It's Twistzz and ropz. Certainly capable individuals, but NaVi working as this team, this unit. Procedural into the taps. Oh. Twistzz with 2, insane! Insane! And ropz actually handed something he can chew on. Twistzz has done so much legwork, a perfect Molotov though. His objective is just to tap the bomb. He doesn't hear it, the flash was on the nose.
Without a kit, without a kit, Simple's gonna do it.
He's 40 HP, oh, they could do it, but he owned the reload, he doesn't go! And saved by Simple. Twistzz did something rather grotesque, and still, NaVi extend their lead. That was an opportunity. And it falls by the wayside.
Look at the headhunter here, right? You mentioned it before, what he did for them on this map, and they just keep coming. It's aim map for Twistzz. It's fantastic work, and this is ropz. This is his bread and butter here. But the molly, the flash, the smoke, it's too good. They had to chop and change. Who was defusing that bomb there? Because Bit got on it first, didn't have the kit. And massive work from Simple.
The presence of mind from Bit as well, just throwing his body on the line. A little bit of an extra cushion to the taps, run out of bullets. They are charging now. Round 12 could be a quick one. As Bit, again, first name in the feed. Electronic ate that flashbang. And Carrigan across.
Everyone's already here. A minute 30. All the bodies are on A. Perfecto's got another. The fights are going to keep on coming.
Just got to plant in plain sight. Evades the spray. Into the fight. Now it's NaVi again on this retake. Instantly. SDY forced off the fight. A trade at least. But it's looking great for NaVi. Only ropz can save FaZe and try and find this second. They know where he is. One of the three, and that is crazy. 11. One of the quickest rounds we've seen on Ancient, and just handled.
Someone's going to put a restraining order out on NaVi right now because they're just harassing FaZe. They're not post plants. It's jarring. It's in their face. The fights, they just keep coming. And the fact that NaVi had everybody, all the bodies on A site with a minute and 30 on the clock, FaZe had absolutely no chance.
It bears repeating that all of the individuals are having their moment in the sunshine. Look at that. It was a second off on the spray. The second bullet of it just doesn't connect, and ropz forced to reload. Tiny margins, Chad.
They can still work with 4, right? They can still work with 4 here, FaZe. They're not done just yet. It's looking bleak. It's looking miserable. They're looking down and out right now, but this is the late mid control. One more time. Fighting forward. Electronic ahead of the flash. He's going to get one, but Simple's still here.
Yeah, and he does not intend to retreat. He brings the fight to FaZe, and Twistzz obliges with the AK. Smoked off, Bit no info. Silence in the jungle. And Perfecto, 17 and counting as he adds another to the tally.
Gap to work with here. Rain can be the linchpin of this. They're actually rotating over towards the B side. They know Bit likes to play over towards A. Looking to box in SDY to K, but he's not home. A 2-on-3 situation as FaZe waltz in. They recognize the situation that they have. Their second round, it's in the palm of their hands.
Always an uphill struggle on the attack. But NaVi have made this so dicey, and it seems this one has been enough. The legwork of the Brokey, but also Twistzz. That fight in mid. Electronic, he was full blind, but he still took one. It was up to Twistzz to really tip the scales and taking down Electronic in Simple. A good way to win a round.
And this is the thing, Twistzz has really been the one to ignite the flame here, right? He's the one to get them going. Think about the clutches he's had, the impact rounds he's had. Just have to go back to map number 1, where he get those 3 kills on Inferno on the first round here for the grand final. He can be a difference maker. He's given the team something to work with. You understand why the save comes through. The money's not there. Simple can drop one, Bit can do the same. The guns for NaVi, it won't be done just yet. But FaZe, if they can walk out of this half, if they can get into the 2 minutes, the 2 minutes apiece that they'll find themselves just to regroup, regather, they can do the exact same thing on the CT side.
And to counter that, if NaVi find these last 2, if they can continue to feel like an indomitable force, an unbreakable defense, then the red carpet is rolled out for this NaVi momentum to be built to almost unprecedented levels.
If you didn't think that was important enough, the fact that FaZe take their 3rd timeout, they're going to burn it here on round number 14 with 2 rounds left to play in this half, that really adds the gravitas. Carrigan knows that the marching orders need to be clear. Everybody needs to understand what they do right now. Because if they win this round and they take all the guns away from NaVi, they'll be broken. And we've seen NaVi win a couple of light of buy situations. You want to put them down to that to try and make your life as easy as possible. Take a deep breath here because Perfecto, he's the one to operate with the least right now. Just a 5-7, and that shouldn't be too many dramas for him. Everybody else with M4s and Simple with the big green. Not the same for Brokey on the other side.
3-man dispatch towards middle. Simple. at the forefront of the pack, but that's not Carrigan's intention early. Look at this, he's stubborn again. He loves this corner, burrows in, T-smoke up, uncertainty brews. And Util already in the hands, they want to just pop. NaVi have rejigged. Ready to receive, Perfecto. Worked his magic on this pistol before. Can he get away with it again? Twistzz, one and done. Rain in. It's Carrigan that meets Simple first, but that bomb will be planted. Backs are turned, and here comes Simple. Knocks the shoes off of Rain. Brokey defends him. And now head-to-head in the smoke. Electronic prevails. He doesn't have the health for this. He's finished off. And NaVi running to the fourth map.
Gotta be frustration.
You don't take another. Do you take another timeout?
You can't now. You need to save one for the second half. But frustrations really have to be building now because they were able to trade into the site efficiently. They picked the right bomb site. This is great from Twistzz. You can only continue to speak praises of him. Simple comes back, he denies a bit of space, he gets the leg shot, and Electronic finding Brokey in the smoke. There's no real safe haven on the site. They know that SDY is over to cave and just not enough space here. Again, when do you get an opportunity to set up in a post plant against NaVi? They're the quickest responders out there. They're always ready there. They're always on the site.
Must just feel like they've got the X-ray as well. You know, they're always there.
Here, aren't they?
Always in the right place. There's the mollies. Electronic just walks straight through. He doesn't care. And it still works! Carrigan was so isolated. He was the only one that committed and wasn't expecting contact like that. Electronic sacrifices his health for an opening. And Carrigan forced to watch.
With that death, Carrigan has given up 4 opening duels here, only 1 to his name. On the other side, Electronic has 1 out 5. Both in-game leaders have been extremely active, trying to fight tooth and nail for space on the map.
And with that death, it also marks Carrigan's death in every round of play. The full 15. Can his team dig themselves out of trouble? NaVi, we talked about their ability to close these advantages. FaZe up against it all now.
Unlikely to see Electronic move too far from here. Well, as I say that, he makes me eat my words. I didn't think he'd brave walking behind a smoke on low HP, but Rain, he's actually being lured in. Look at this retake setup in the blind spot. Pivots in time. SDY will note the presence here, and you can see there's 3 players trying to deal with this. The cave smoke's great, but Rain, he could be a difference maker.
He has to be.
They can flash him forward here.
A lot of communication. Twistzz providing the support. The site set. Retake on. NaVi, they always seem to have an answer. What will it be? A 5-on-4 retake as that bomb goes down and a potential totem pole to be mantled. They are hesitant. They are low. Electronic, Perfecto, wounded on the fade. Rain takes a lot of damage. It's still SDY, and Rain will fall. Meets a similar fate. Twistzz has to find a pair, and he does, quick in succession. 2 closing down the final round of the half. FaZe just trying to hold on for a third. ropz and Twistzz should have it, but Bit, only the one. We will see it. A third, just something for FaZe to celebrate. A compulsory pistol ahead of us. And this third map delivers for the Natus Vincere side. 12 in the bank as they head to the T side.
Very strange counter, so you don't see many teams run this over and over again, but it works for NaVi. They seem to get on the bomb side and hit their shots, and that's really what it's all about.
Twistzz aggressing. They have to double peek. He's getting his shot. He's hitting another one. Simple.
This is a shooting gallery for Simple. It's practically deathmatch. Just the greatest. Simple with 5. Get out of my server.
FaZe Clan were early innovators on Ancient. That first map, Ancient History, as NaVi come in a swinging into our third of this best of 5. 12 rounds, 12 on the defense. We've swapped sides, it's FaZe's turn, but they have to match that tenacity, otherwise NaVi do seem to have fully awoken, shed their skin, reborn in pursuit of glory in Cologne.
This is the NaVi we're used to in the best of 5 finals. Normally they get it done in 3-0 fashion. This time a map down, but here to play now. Looking to close this one out nice and quick and take us to Mirage. Nuke as the 5th map. Both of these teams very good at Nuke, but we need to get there first. And out the gates, Twistzz, he's going to be early and the pressure's coming his way.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to react to this. No help, smoked off. Pressure now. USP with 2, barreling towards him, jumping into him. Wow, perfecto 1. ropz keeps it level. It's Brokey blind through the smoke as it fades, but bit into the site with the bomb on his back and a partner in crime. They are completely trapped. And ropz hits another scorcher. Bit though, good on the pistols, good on the headshots. 1 into Rain, he lives on. But that'll give him room. Rejigging now a FaZe. Surely they can't fumble this advantage. There's another jump, another headshot. Bit and Perfecto are getting it all done, and ropz can't get anything. They know they dinked him. NaVi about to bulldoze the FaZe Clan advantage. Bit and Perfecto, what a potent pair. Bit doesn't let it go. 13. Certainly unlucky for FaZe.
I'm almost certain that on the first pistol they got here, it was both Bit and Perfecto as well that got all the kills.
Yeah.
This time round, they've done it again. Look, I'll double check. Look, ropz is with a couple of nice, tidy kills to alleviate pressure. Karrigan even called the gamble stack on the right side. But it felt like ropz's kills that he got over towards that A bomb site sent them spiraling elsewhere. The Goosh onto Rain. Massive problems here. And this could be the quickest map of the final so far. SMGs are plenty, 4 of which up against the force buy. This is do or die right now for FaZe Clan. Otherwise, they're going to be up against it. Rain going to be mollied out of position here. The flames will tickle. He gets a tag, but has to give up the room. And this is the thing. You come into this best of 5 final, you win your map choice, and now you're down 2-1.
That's the thing with Lancius as well. The players will tell you themselves. Sometimes you get in the server, you get into the map, you blink and you miss it, you black out, and it's over.
The positive, I suppose, for FaZe is they get about a 20-minute break. They can take their momentum out of NaVi. Right? There's a bigger break now between the maps because we're going from the 3rd to the 4th. Have a breather, have something to eat, reset. The series isn't done.
But quite the contrast, right? I mean, this was picked by FaZe Clan. Overpass was more competitive than this, and that was NaVi's pick.
Well, this is the problem. You spoke about them being innovators. Since the update came out, they did show a lot online in Rubek Cup of what they were working on this map. And NaVi, they had plenty of tape to watch, to counter-strat, for Blade to mull over how they wanted to approach it on their CT half, and it was almost spotless. Perfect work from the CT side, led by none other than Electronic, but here's ropz again towards A. The MP9 gets 1, but immediately traded. The teamwork's there. Brokey's here to do what he can, but the bullets are shy and everything just falling in the favor of NaVi. FaZe can't stop him.
And if FaZe can't, who can? NaVi making a very strong case on our 3rd here.
Remember the word dejected. I think if you look at the body language here, we haven't seen Karrigan playing with the crowd. How can you? You don't have any rounds to work with. One of the key rounds they were able to pick up in that first half of play was Karrigan doing the heavy lifting, 3 kills, and then Twistzz mopping up the mess. But this is the crowd favorite, FaZe.
No doubt. I think what's more impressive as well for NaVi is over the years, it's always been described as, you know, individual brilliance out of some superstars, but everyone takes their turn here. Perfecto's at the top of the table. Carrigan does take 2 of them down on the hunt. They want to take it all away, and it's just Rain. Keeps hold of a $700 pistol. A lot of love for him. Bit taking onto our screens his rookie year, winning the major. And now here with NaVi in hot pursuit.
We're seeing, though, there's still an intensity from NaVi, right? I think everybody understands the job's not done. It's business as usual. Right? You need to win the 3 maps to convert this here. Sure, they're going to set themselves up on that pedestal, but look at FaZe. They understand there's no way they're going to bring this back from a 15-3 scoreline. So again, all the chips shoved into the center of the table. M4, MP9, Scout, and we're rushing B.
Nade, not bad, on the nose. We'll soften him up for these SMGs, and it is 2 of them. Carrigan, Brokey, making it work. Simple wants to change that. He's been tagged and fragged. Carrigan the zip on the body bag, and it's clean. Find those rifles if you can.
A little bit of life out of FaZe and the Lanxess here. NaVi been doing a good job of keeping this one-way traffic throughout, but just into a blender.
Yeah, I mean, I describe this as, you know, 1 step on your climb up Everest with a deficit like this. And you were talking about how drilled NaVi were being. Slight signs of life from FaZe, sure, but this is, yeah, the first step, a barefooted step up Everest.
Not going to relinquish consecutive rounds here to FaZe. That has eluded them this entire map. So NaVi going to force by when they know that the economy's still a little bit brittle. Want to finish this one early and creeping through the smoke. Rain's not looking. Blindsided by Perfecto, and the B bomb site is open for business.
Yeah, he's handling business. Carrigan's got no chance. Perfecto does catch the flash. Carrigan, 1 and done, but at least a little resistance. There are still rifles for the retake. And the bomb planted, so that is on. Very clear responsibilities in the setup. SDY, 1, and a lot of damage onto Twistzz. An easy finish. And as we said, 1 step up the mountain, but immediately the mountain reminds you. 15, ropz can do nothing. A nice headshot. A rifle upgrade. And another snappy one. Okay, that's why NaVi is so good at what they do. Even when you've got ropz hitting every shot, positioning and timing favors them. The immediate trade out a bit. He never lets that go.
Back down into the doldrums here. And this is easy from Perfecto. Look at the game Perfecto has happened. 22 kills, 20 for Electronic. Bit now up to 18. This is NaVi firing on all cylinders, and he's getting happy with that one. Look at SDY. He's the one keeping his cool the most out of the squad here. And they look to break FaZe right now, bend him over the knee, give him the backbreaker as the Undertaker is out mid.
And he's laying down the law, Chad. It doesn't matter what you bring, what you buy. Simple's got your number. An opening onto Rain. Again, forced to watch as what could be the last round of Ancient transpires before him. Significant damage. First chance on the CT AWP. Has Brokey got anything to contribute? The answer, a resounding yes. A miss, though, between the wickets of Perfecto. And here comes the spray. Incredible damage. It's ropz with a spray of equal magnitude. He's giving FaZe something to hold on to, but hold on, very loud.
Big gap. He's just going to creep through this. He's not going to respect us at all. And well, in the blind side, maybe baited forward. Another one, but still spotty. Consecutive rounds now, and guess how many? 11. 10 more necessary if you want to take Ancient to overtime. And you have to think NaVi are going to crack through at some point here. Look good from Simple, out completely blind with that. Brokey bounces back with this. Kills keep coming. The question is it too little too late for FaZe?
10 CT rounds in a row.
ropz is on his own here. The rotation from Twistzz through Donut quickly. He should hear some of these footsteps and Brokey can respond, but they're coming.
Yeah, ropz panic stations, finds a new angle. Long range against the pistols. Wise from the Estonian. Taps another, supported by Twistzz. NaVi still have 3 and they're swinging through. They want to level at tables, and he does put ropz on his back, but that should be that.
Really have to point credit here to Twistzz for putting up consistent resistance in key rounds for the team. The impact he's been having, he knows what it takes to win on this stage. And still a very young man, Twistzz. He's a rock for this squad. He doesn't even play any of the superstar positions, really. I think he has the highest support stats for his squad. So keeps them in it, and eventually it is 2 on the trot here, but how many more can we really ask of FaZe? It's down to pistols here for NaVi.
Yeah, a young man, but achieved so much.
It's crazy. Intel Grand Slam.
A Cologne.
Part of what I think most would say is the best North American team of all time. I don't even know how much of that is up for conversation.
Yeah. Karrigan will continue to farm up some frags. I don't think we saw too much invested other than that SDY Deeg. Just a $700 round from NaVi. They'll have also used this time to talk it through. You know, you've got so many opportunities in front of you, and it just feels like a probability that NaVi, one of the 5 names, is going to do what they do best, and we're going to be looking at a NaVi advantage heading into that 4th.
Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here, but if everyone remembers Mirage yesterday against Australis, it actually got pretty dicey for NaVi.
It's true.
Very close game. The Bit had to step up massively. And that
Simple.
Perfecto clutch, remember, reminiscent of the one we just saw on Overpass.
It's unlikely he has a bad Mirage 2 days in a row, but it was Bit that really did save those boys from that 3rd. ropz just needs to hit some shots. They're getting the bomb down. Electronic in plain sight. Knocked off by Brokey, ready for the fight, and still SDY with 2.
All right, well, they get Brokey back his big gun here and a timeout. Guess what? The first for NaVi, and you can understand why. A 12-3 CT half, the pistol, and they're sitting pretty. It's an 8-round game in their favor, and you said it. Someone is eventually going to close this game for NaVi. Otherwise, FaZe will claw us all the way back into OT, and that would be something special. If they're able to pull it all the way back, you can only imagine the mental devastation that would be in the NaVi camp.
I mean, there's a lot of mental devastation at stake in this game.
That denial of the plant is much more important than as it seems, because in this next round of play, Bit and Electronic have had to forego AKs. They've had to go for Galils here to get the util out. And a bit of despair from some of the FaZe fans in the house. They know this is going to be a long journey back if they really want to celebrate, but maybe the double AWPs is going to be part of that. Brokey and ropz equipped here.
I'd argue even a near impossible journey. If anyone can do it, it would be FaZe, but ropz called upon. Lovely angle. Bit ducking under the scope, and now with his legs exposed, ropz still flicks through and punished. Lovely work from NaVi. They are so good at returning the favor.
We're pushing out into SDI right now.
He's ready for this. Still goes down. Nice one back from FaZe. They'll hold on, but for how long?
This is looking good for a 4th consecutive here. They've dealt with the biggest threats that were on the map. Electronic, Simple, and Perfecto congregating now just outside the B doors. More crowd control utility being lobbed, and the most they have is a smoke. On the other side of things, quite a lot for NaVi to use to escape over towards that B bomb site, but Rain, he's the only one here. He's flashed. He's going to allow them past. Perfecto's already got big box control and starting to scale up quickly. Karrigan's rotating in. Can they stall this one out?
CTs will arrive. Karrigan ahead. Wants to try and take the fight. Confirms bodies into the site. Smokes. Plume. Oh, tagged. Just through the spray of Karrigan. Simple will go down. A combination of their force knocks him off the bomb, and again, Karrigan puts his name in the feed twice. FaZe with a very clean shutdown of their NaVi attempt there.
It's one of the intangibles, right? But we always talk about the mental. If you want to be a championship level team, you believe that you can always run this one back.
Right.
And you know that what they just did to you, you can do to them. These are the 2 best teams in the world. There's no doubt about that.
Lovely lineup from Rain. You can see they're working that out. If Karrigan could just hit a couple, just on your approach or as you arrive on the bomb, it makes Rain's job so much easier. And that default plan with these changes maybe will be shifted if they can consistently contest with the smokes up.
Now, we spoke about the fact that one player is going to have a round eventually for NaVi. Well, eventually, Blade will find the right call. It'd be very remarkable scenes if this coach of the year last year, doesn't find a solution, and Oh, we've got Maniac standing by.
1,000-yard stare. I think he's thinking about Mirage 2014. Okay, well, the call's been made. And quick is SDY, straight into the spray of rain. He's repositioned, but on the reload, he's down. Swung through, Twistzz, responsible and capable. Carrigan supporting smoke enables him to focus on the task at hand. Mid shut down.
Nade almost looked perfect too. He's just gonna tuck on in right now, and Carrigan still quite overcommitted here. Smoke on the fade. Carrigan needs to be careful. No, he doesn't. And Carrigan starting to whir into action here. This is really good signs. The in-game leader feeling some confidence, not shying away from any fights. That'll be 5 consecutive rounds right now as FaZe continue to claw this one back in. But think about how these rounds have started to follow through. Denying the plants, relatively clean, only a couple of casualties. Where did we see this one before?
First half, I think, there was somewhat of a run. In fact, we didn't get to see a FaZe round until what? Round 9? We're about there now, heading into our 10th of the second half. Already chipped away at his electronic, and you can see Perfecto, he's starting to take space early. Roki tasked with holding this choke point.
Look at Electronic, hasn't seen anybody yet. He's on 3 HP.
What is this? Just all rounding the corner and not ready for that. Flatlined Perfecto. Condemned to an early grave.
Struggling with the opening kills now, NaVi. 4 consecutive. Make that 5 consecutive rounds now that FaZe have been able to find first blood. They still can fall back on saving their pennies, getting out the orb. Options.
Oh, he actually did hit that.
Starting to feel a bit flat now for NaVi. With Electronic on 3 and Perfecto already in the grave. Feels like they're operating their 3-on-5 number disadvantage as opposed to the 4v5.
Yeah, you could use Electronic as a little bit of a smoke bot.
ropz is on somewhat of an island right now. Donut smoke here. CT smoke also deployed. ropz is going to call for backup.
They know where he resides typically, and Bit's already confirmed he's there, hiding. And Twistzz, long range in support. ropz, head on a swivel, so many options, but his team is doing all the work for him. A full team effort. FaZe repel the invaders without taking a single casualty. And about this point, you start thinking just how much of a lead they had. A 12-3 half, a pistol, a silver platter for sure.
I don't think one of those smokes landed at its intended destination. I thought CT and Donut, well, it was Temple and what was meant to be Donut there. Again, another partial investment here.
And this is aggressive rain. Another opening for FaZe. NaVi just trying to use pace, trying to catch FaZe and find a gap.
The conversation's changed completely now. It's about how does NaVi break through to get their 16th, because FaZe, this is just going to keep coming their way. Not backing down in their face, happy to take these fights. And as Carrigan continues to call them into position, he's going to find more and more confidence that this is possible. Staring down the barrel of another double-digit game, another one that is close on the cusp of an overtime. And Twistzz, well, he's very up close and personal now. Everybody from FaZe is here to respond to this.
Yeah, this is a reactive defense. Simple does have his Deeg. Primed and ready, as is Twistzz. Misses his chance. They might run him down. Strength in numbers, turns the flash, still sprays down. It's SDY, good on the first, but tap. And a ropz. Profiting from the bonus of that AK. Now, the flash is few and far between now. That was the last for NaVi, and where have they got? What territory do they have?
Yeah, it's good supplementary work here by FaZe, right? The fact that Brokey rotates back, he can help out ropz. They would either run ropz down and head straight towards A, but they're still coming B, and Carrigan, flatlined by Simple. They're going to waltz in.
Yeah, Rain's got a lot on his plate here. Good damage, but it's his responsibility to finish. The nade does it. Perfecto into the sight. Looking the wrong way, and FaZe again. They've definitely got something to say. And all of this with the margin for error set to 0.
Backs against the wall here. Can't trip up, can't make a mistake.
It's a full team effort again, Chad. It's been the case throughout the tournament for FaZe.
There's the discussion around this team. They're stars, yeah. But as a team is how they're getting to this point, how they have put themselves in the conversation, how they won the last major, how they want to finish the season as the world #1. The Lanxess willing them on here.
The Cathedral wants blood. They want overtime. But the state of play has not changed for NaVi. 1 round, 1 opening kill, and you know how you might find one. You give the GOAT his gun.
Can this be the change? Simple with the ult. We knew this was coming. We knew there was an eventuality for this. Cave smoke in, mid util deployed. Where are they going to set Simple up? Util just biffing. Looks like banana right now. Flames laid in the floor. Mid control taken the one way.
Ooh. Yeah, that limits Electronics' options and gives a lot of freedom to Twistzz. An aggressive mid-hole, the re-smoke to facilitate, and it's all about the read. Don't forget, Rain typically the cave player. Another change-up. Simple's been posted for this. He wants to break and buck the trend. A single opening. NaVi closed them more often than not. SDY, the pointy end, trying to be the spear to break through. Carrigan, face of adversity. Another opening because Twistzz juking it out with NaVi. Immediate trade from Rain. And look at the slither gap. Simple puts his head in the vice. Brokey slams it shut. As I was so doubtful, it felt like an impossible task, but FaZe are convincing us every single round on this defense. Perfecto, stunning performance from him, but another near spotless CT half right back at NaVi.
Oh, can you hear that roar? In this spree, not a single plant. Not a single bomb plant.
What does that tell us?
They just can't get in. Look at how proactive, and look at the stance around middle here. There's just no way forward. It's like a chess game. You want to smoke off here, we're going to smoke off there, and just constantly vying in that util. It becomes a premium as the round time trickles down.
You have to remain so cognizant that something new could be thrown into the mix at any time, any round, on your pursuit of this ridiculous comeback.
ropz has used a lot of early utility here. They're going to try again. The thing is, if they can get ropz and get out, they don't have to commit because the backup has been there for ropz. Even if he gets one and goes down, Twistzz is able to contribute. Brokey's there with the AWP. The smokes are lined up this time, 3 of which not going just yet. SDY starting to make his way back over. Doesn't matter what the guns are. NaVi just need 1 more round in phase 3 to take us to overtime here in what would be comeback of the tournament.
Game of the tournament. ropz, ready. Support, Twistzz, the bait, the switch, the spray. Lot of damage. Lethality secure, and now running down is Simple. Just the one on the B250, tracked him down. NaVi sent back to spawn unless Perfecto's got anything left. ropz passes the test. On the A bomb site, he says, try again. Come up with something new. It ain't working over here.
2 rounds the difference now, and we got a couple of believers in the house, because look at this response time. I praise NaVi round after round. Well, anything they can do, FaZe can do just as well. This is without pistol rounds. Withstanding the test, denying the plant.
Oh, wow.
And breaking some hearts right now. This run from FaZe.
The eyes of Twistzz, they read belief. He's starting to believe as he takes down Simple first. In pursuit of overtime. Oh, it gets worse from the flames. They spread. Electronic condemned. Is he done? Brokey will help out as well. Good Lord. There's nothing here. NaVi will have 1 more chance. 1 more chance, Chad, or this is going to overtime. Oh no, and it's not pretty. Those Tech 9s and Armor throwing them into the site. They've tried everything.
15-4. 15-4. And the score now reads 15-14. FaZe! The
not giving up. They're not letting this one lie.
I described the task at hand as climbing Mount Everest. And now this entire arena believes the impossible is ahead of us. One more round of regulation. Have NaVi got anything left in the tank? Or do we wipe the slate clean into MR3?
What a run. What a run. 10 consecutive rounds. 11 required.
It's Khalil's. But still, as we said, one member of NaVi just has to have one round, one moment in the sunshine. And there's proactive play. Oh, at stake, there's another opening. Knocks SDY out of the round. Rain again aggressive, and Shadow betrays them. They keep farming. Twistzz is taking us to overtime. 3 kills, 29 frags. Twistzz is coming into his own, a man possessed. In the Cathedral, Perfecto would have to do something ridiculous as the impossible proven otherwise on the CT side.
Carrigan playing to contain here. Perfecto, we saw what he was able to do in the clutch when he was handed something manageable on overpass. Now needs to get past this AWP. ropz over towards A. Carrigan containing the B push. He is boxed in. He has 50 seconds to stew in his juices right now.
Once in the semi-final, once in the grand final, Perfecto stepped up in those impossible odds.
He's got nowhere to turn. He understands the situation as it is, and Broky's giving him a way to leer forward.
Okay. Is this indecision, or is this his brain whirring into action? As the crowd tries to will us into overtime. Perfecto, there is no one cooler in a clutch. Ice cold. But up against Robin Cool. It's his sight, he's proven it time and time again. But Perfecto, a good bullet, 9 HP. The first is provided, there's no way. There's no smoke. Broky just has to click, and we're going to overtime. The grand final delivers in grandiose proportions. I truly cannot believe the Counter-Strike we are being given, Chad. This is a gift, savor it.
I fucking love overtime. People are getting a little bit shaky.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Let's go, boys.
Insane mentality, come by, okay?
Yeah, let's go. You smoke mid. Smoke.
All along. Flash playground.
Flashing mid.
I think they started 4 guys B.
Focus B,
no,
think?
push.
Yeah, I think they
Are
started.
you guys going long or no?
I'm gonna fake
We're going
B
mid.
soon, okay? I'm gonna fake B now.
Yeah, first jump.
Yeah.
Rock! Dead. Deep, maybe long.
Shoot,
Go back.
No response there from Shiro on the 4v5 advantage. They accelerate towards A.
I'll fucking push. Sign. Hold him, hold
Sign
him.
off.
Long. Still sign. Track.
Oh, hang on, wait.
Pushing, banana.
Peek. It's dead. Two. Up on A.
Let's go back.
They're just keeping Gambit moving right now. Carrigan's about to walk into B.
No one's there. Hobbit, we'll have a look. Knife out still gets the frag.
One guy pushed him.
No, that's the guy.
Okay.
Slow.
Savage B.
Watcher.
Holding heaven. You need to kill him.
Yeah.
But he's there. You can plant.
Yeah. Playing Sabek.
I have heaven. Heaven dead. I'm going monster.
Oh, CT.
I'm peeking, okay? Where is he?
Oh, AB's.
Peek right side. Let's peek.
Fucking good fake, boys, man. Fucking good entry.
Brokey with the ace right there. Overtime kicks off and Brokey steps up. That is insane.
I mean, we fucked up the run boost and I saw him.
And you thought Ancient was gonna be over at the start of the second half. We're still here, and we go to overtime. Incredible individual performances. The Cathedral is in elation in celebration of the impossible comeback becoming a reality. Twistzz to the top of the scoreboard, honestly. Russell Van Dulken and company up against NaVi. And we head to overtime. Chad, NaVi surely still on this T side. So few and far between could they post the round. 3 is the magic number, and that's all they've got to play with.
Well, this is 11 consecutive here from FaZe. Let's see if they can keep the ball rolling.
You've had time to talk it over a little bit. What wasn't
take the
working?
pace out of the game.
What's
Just
the answer?
take the pace. Oh! An opening kill!
It's Twistzz. Down and out, and just off of the react shot. He was completely blind, no sound, and now Twistzz just has to watch.
That has to be the difference maker for NaVi. There's no way around that. Twistzz has been a menace. The opening kills have eluded them round after round. Now they've bought themselves something.
It's been so elusive. Now they've got it in the palm of their hand. A round too late, maybe, and it gets worse for FaZe Clan. Carrigan's aggressive adventure cut short. Options few and far between.
Gamble stack here from FaZe. They want to deal with SDY and Perfecto's presence towards B. ropz in mid, that smoke will fade.
Oh, this is something.
The fight's going to come their way here, but this will send NaVi elsewhere. Rain's got one back. They should start taking space.
They deter Perfecto, spot him out, and we need someone to...
The rotate's coming back. The longer NaVi take, FaZe could still claw this one back. ropz is going to be in position, but Perfecto says no.
They're still coming without the bomb. They want to see if there's any resistance here, and nothing, not a peep. Rain spotted out on B, catches the Perfecto lurk. ropz and Rain looking to disrupt, but Simple. He started this round. We said someone would step up and find that opening. Well, it's him, and he might as well close as well. It's only Rain. MVP of Antwerp, and, well, a quick headshot on the way into the site.
This is for the ace.
An ace clutch, come on now. NaVi found the opening. Can he flip the script? Electronic hiding in plain sight on the bomb site. Molotov. Wrong choice of the 50-50, time ticking. One chance, one opportunity, and Bits there to stop it.
They'll leave them at 11. The streak's ended. It's all level now in overtime, and NaVi are the ones to draw first blood. That's the first kill yet again, an SDY. Only 14 kills to his name, but that is a solid frag. Nothing else matters at this point. Everything will be decided here.
Does that deter Twistzz? He was such a dominant force. He forced NaVi away from mid through his prowess on the clicks. He's back with support. Immediate seizure of lane. Look at this, SDY ahead of the play.
This mid extinguisher is a bit of an issue here. Spamming through, you said, would it deter Twistzz? I don't think anything will deter Twistzz right now. He's sitting on a heater. He's feeling it. He's not going to back down. The Canadian will them forward here into another round. This time, no freebie for Simple.
Yeah, and backing his aim. Rocking the M4A4. Headshot to rival that of Bit.
Taking the pace out of it. Remember NaVi in the early stages, how often they were taking damage, giving away kills. They've reset this break. It's helped them out.
It's evident already. Rain this time has been tagged on down with a nice place wallbang. Smoke time fades, and Electronic keeps it conservative. That will force a reaction out of FaZe. He's ahead of it. He's just going to choose to fight with a perfect flash. Forces them to turn tail, tuck, and relax.
This is the chess game. It's just for info right now. NaVi know they have to expend that much utility just to buy the space. They still don't even know completely what lies on the other side, but they have a pretty good idea as SDY in his favorite little hole alongside of Rain and Carrigan. The bomb to be scooped up. 35 seconds left on the clock, and it has to be a B finish.
FaZe are still concerned, still scattered across the map. And NaVi lining it up. This is going to be really down to the wire, though. Carrigan has to focus, and Brokey enables him to do so. Still looks away, averts his gaze as SDY spash. The two of them, there's no hope unless Brokey really tries his luck, and yeah, SDY. First simple, now some die young. To secure the 17th, these elusive T rounds. In the bank, a triple kill from the newest edition. ropz is being stared at. Perfecto lets it go.
They're both low.
They're so low. Still simple though. On the AWP. ropz handed a clutch he can handle. So low. On time as well. ropz, one bullet could do it. He's counting in his head. He peeks out and SDY closes a quad kill to push NaVi closer to glory in our third map of this grand final.
Earning his stripes right here on the biggest of stages. SDY gets NaVi their second T round in overtime. And watch this one back. This stack, perfect. This is what you need from SDY.
He is alone in cave. He not only opens the site, a double onto the veterans, he closes in the 1v1, and look what it means to the whole squad. Simple pumping his fist into the air as those long, evasive T rounds are coming his way. Is there anything Carrigan could say? What is he up to? What is that? Into Perfecto with a quick slap, and Rain's right there too. And a convincing round, completely smashing NaVi in one of the quickest CT rounds we've seen.
What a shot from Carrigan there. Just so I was celebrating SDY in that performance to get them another round. Carrigan, he's having none of it.
But Chad, both of these teams had 12 CT rounds, and here in overtime, it's a T-side majority. Surely that's a leg up for NaVi. Can FaZe?
The T-side was so long ago. The T-side was so long ago.
Can they replicate that? 2 of the 3? It's a very tall order, and look at this man. This man wants to secure it right here on his own volition. Calls it off.
He's fired a shot over towards B lane immediately here, congregating in A main. Bit right now. He has support of Simple. Bit of utility left over. There's a smoke, a HE to try and stall this one out, but they're looking to apply the trade towards A. Simple will be smoked off here. Does he want to play ahead of it? He'll be ahead of it. Plenty of time, plenty of time.
Counter incendiary. Already chipping away. Carrigan leading by example. The front of the pack, over the smoke. NaVi filling the feed, spraying him down. A double from Bit over the smoke. Hope dwindles for FaZe. Still a little glimmer in the position of Rain. They clear the site, close quarters on the AWP. They regroup. Attention, drawn towards Donut. Hesitant is Simple. He has the bomb in his sights. And leaping to retrieve it is the brave Norwegian. You got to get it down now. No smokes, no nades. It's just guns. For these two to recover the round. Simple posted up for that. On the crawl away and crawling away.
No. Look where they planted. If he tries to get a move on here, Brokey goes a little bit quicker on this. Look where they planted. Look where they planted. He's going to sit it. Brokey doesn't know. Brokey doesn't know they're going to refuse. He's not going to get there in time. The around the world maneuver.
Okay.
They called the bluff. And that's 18.
Against the wall on the CT side, sure. But again on the ropes, battered and bloody, FaZe find themselves discombobulated and asked to once again do the impossible.
They've been up against it now, and this, as you mentioned, this is harder. This is impossible.
Oh, this is mythic difficulty. I mean, look at this. NaVi have just dispatched the whole squad to contest and end the round immediately in that mid-fight. Simple licked by the flame. And abandoned by the squad. He is now solely responsible for this crucial part of the map. Carrigan really stretching his legs early as well up the lane. Smoke buys him time and respect. Oh. Electronic. Perfect trigonometry. Gets the nade in the crotch.
This is very deep
what do they
utility
do?
being used here. And it's just to hold them back to make them think it's a close mid fight. NaVi again trying to stay ahead of the rotations. Simple's rotated back. The mid control still comes through. Falling, water falling off of the ledge. Carrigan in contribution with Twistzz here, and that nade lands right between the two of them. Softened up.
There's no way you expect a setup like this. NaVi put their pieces in place to take the lead in this grand final. Carrigan, just looked away, and he's getting shot in the spine. Twistzz can not reply. He's got nothing to provide into the site. Down and out. NaVi, 3v3. A quick one out of Brokey. Twistzz is there as well. We're in a 2-on-2. That happened in the blink of an eye. And in the drop of a hat, Simple puts his AWP on his back. And a deagle right to the temple. Falls down to Twistzz. FaZe recover off the back of the Canadian sensation. And Rookie of the Year could try and close a 1v2, but that smoke and a kit chat is quite a pairing.
They're going to group up in cave here.
Twistzz on the jiggle, confirms his position. Smoke and kit, I remind you. That's going to get the nerves going. Round the world. He's baited him in. They can't find him. Twistzz distracted. If he could just do it again. He's on it, and he's tapping it. ropz, nervous, in the big stage, as Bit closes it out! A monstrous clutch, as the Rookie keeps his cool and pulls NaVi into the lead of this grand finals. That's 2 clutches to close 2 maps as NaVi sees the lead.